Kirby. What's up, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome to Because Reasons, where I play games because reasons. Today's reason, not the happiest in the world. If you have not already heard, the CEO of Nintendo, Satoru Iwata, has passed away from cancer, and that was the reason for me to say, okay, I'm going to pick up one of the games that he worked on, which is the original Kirby for the original Nintendo, which is a game that I've probably played a couple times in my life. If you don't recognize Kirby, he's the pink puffball. And this was an NES game that came out, and it's been a weird 24 hours or so since I learned of this news. Like, normally, you're not gonna. Most CEOs, they're gonna, leave and go and, whatever, and it's not gonna be, I guess, that big of a deal, but Nintendo is a company that I grew up on, so it's, in my lifetime, there have only been two CEOs of Nintendo. There was, Yamauchi, who was president way before I was even born, and then there was Iwata as of 2002, so it's just a weird thing we're having to, like, where things are at now. I don't know what direction Nintendo takes. I don't know how they, move forward with what they're doing, considering how integral he was to the past, 13, 14 years of his tenure, or 11, 12 years, at the company, and so I thought I would just play some of Kirby because that was a game that I always enjoyed. It's on the easy side, but it's fun, and that's the most important thing that Iwata always had in mind with games, was it needs to be fun. So I don't know. It's a weird position to be in. Like, most CEOs, you're not gonna really care what happens to them. Really, I fucked that up. But someone like Iwata, it was he came through the industry the right way. He started out as a programmer at HAL Laboratories, and worked his way through. I mean, at the time, HAL pretty much was a quote-unquote second party, and they only made games for Nintendo systems, and so he went from working at HAL to working at one of the groups at Nintendo, managing some stuff, and then eventually when Yamauchi, who was 85 when he retired or passed away, but way up there. And it's like, well, who's this new guy? Who's this, relative unknown who, didn't really have any, CEO experience? Because usually when you get, a new CEO, it's guys who have previous CEO experience, and that wasn't really the case here. He kind of just, he was a game dev first and foremost, and I need to kill this guy before he kills me. And so I don't know how Nintendo handles it, in the future. Boom! But a lot of CEOs, you're just like a guy like Reggie. It's like, kind of who gives a shit? I mean, that's mean, but Reggie was a PR guy. Reggie was, Procter & Gamble and Pizza Hut. Like, he didn't start out in the games business. So, like, it's odd to have a CEO, like, who was a gamer first, That's not a thing that really happens that often in the game industry. Certainly, you'll have guys that play games, but, they weren't necessarily guys who were gamers, from the get-go. Can't get that, I don't have the right thing to get that with. Whatever. So, it's going to be interesting to see where they go from here. Like, I don't think that. I mean, we've seen in the past that Miyamoto doesn't want to be. You know, he wants to be in charge of overseeing game stuff. He doesn't want to be, you know, the CEO. And the other guy they've got doing their thing right now is Takada. I don't know how I keep fucking that up. Who is in charge of the hardware division at the moment. I don't know enough about him to say either way whether or not he'd be a good fit for CEO. So certainly how things proceed with him. I mean, say what you want about the guy's, you know, decisions as CEO with the DS to the 3DS to the Wii and the Wii U. Like, he hasn't always made the best business decisions, but certainly as a gamer at heart, you know, he made sure games were fun. And that's, you know, as someone who plays video games and has been playing them for more than most of my life, I'm, you know, you play games because they're fun. And so, certainly he's going to be missed. He was always he always came across as very humble, and very, didn't take himself too, like, as a CEO, didn't take himself too seriously. And that's not something you see a lot of the time, you know, with most other companies that are also, you know, serious business and this and that. I mean, you get stuff like Shuhei Yoshida at Sony, has that same kind of vibe where he doesn't particularly take himself that seriously. Turn around. And guys like Adam Boyes, and whatnot. But, you know, guys like Major Nelson kind of take themselves too seriously. Just saying. So I don't know. I'm off on a weird tangent. It's been a weird day. Like, I'm just bummed out. Like, I mean, I was pretty much similarly bummed out when Ryan Davis had passed away last year. Last year? No, it was 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. And that was just, you know, he was like 34 or 36. I'm like, that's way too close to where I'm at. But Iwata was 55, which is still like when you look at his predecessor, which was Yamauchi, went to 85, and he died like pretty much right after he retired from working at Nintendo. Like that was his life force, because the pimp hand was strong. As they say. I don't know. It's a weird situation all around. And there's just been such a tremendous outpouring from all the game companies, you know, and all the major guys, you know, that, you know, are in the industry, had such respect for him, and it was just nice to see, you know. There was no fanboy bullshit. There was no push A. I'm doing that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. Clearly, I have not played enough of this game in my childhood. Museum. I don't want to go to the museum. I'll pass on that. So I'll play, you know, a little bit longer. I don't really have that much, you know, profound things to say about, you know, the life and times of Iwata, but certainly it's not going to be the same without him. We're not going to have the same kind of vibe from the Nintendo Directs, which he was always presenting directly to you. Certainly, we're not going to have as many amazing memes that we had from him, where he was holding the banana and saying things like "please understand," and like just his ability to create things that would be regurgitated on the internet in various forms was, quite frankly, legendary. Between him and Reggie, it's just been, you know, a fantastic, like, last 10 years has been great. And that's kind of what you want from an industry where, you know, you're making video games to make people happy, you know, to help them pass the time and enjoy it. And so having a positive or a whimsical attitude about it certainly, you know, is going to be a great benefit to how you present your product, more or less. So I would say at least he managed to leave us with one of the most epic E3 moments with him and Reggie and Miyamoto as actual Muppets from the Jim Henson workshop. Like, that, one of the top E3 moments, period, was fantastic. So at least, am I invincible? I think I am. Yeah. Just run. Just run, Kirby. Just run. You gotta one up. You're gonna get this fucking... There we go. That's what's up. Now I got a sword. What now? Ain't nobody fucking stopping me. I'm motherfucking Kirby. So I got a hold A there? I don't remember. I don't know. I think that's... I didn't mean to do that. Can I exit stage? Yep. I think that's more or less, this is a boss fight here. Well, I guess we'll do this first boss fight. The tree! The classic Kirby tree! Just gonna slash him with this fucking sword. Can't even get your bullshit attacks, I'm just swording you in the face. Chopping you down. Rainforest, motherfucker. That's it. We done. We outcha. Triple Kirby's doing that moonwalk. So yeah. In short, rest in peace, Mr. Iwata. Certainly a legend in the gaming world, and will not soon be forgotten. So, that's gonna do it for me here at Tax. Like, this has been Because Reasons, where I play games because reasons, and obviously today was a bit of a sad one, but we're gonna move on here, we're gonna be strong, and we're gonna continue to play video games right here on this channel. So I will see you next time. Play some Kirby, play some Earthbound, play some Balloon Fight. You know, they're all great games. And, I'm out.